What's up, guys? In today's video I'm going to be going over everything that I want to see in the next Call of Duty game in terms of zombies. So all the changes I want to see in zombies. So the first thing I want to see in Black Ops 3 zombies is dedicated servers. So currently in Black Ops 1 and World at War, so if you play like a public match, it selects one person to be the host, and if that host leaves the game, then the game just ended. And that was really annoying because some people would rage quit if you got like a ray gun or something, or you got the wonder weapon, or they just kept going down a lot. And it was really frustrating to just, have the game end. And that's why in Black Ops 2 they switched it up into the, it's also because they switched it to the multiplayer engine. They were able to have host migrations in zombies. And it was really annoying in Black Ops 1 to have the game end. It was nice to be able for the game to continue in Black Ops 2 zombies, but at the same time, it wasn't very consistent. So if you got a host migration, you still had a pretty high chance that you'd get kicked from the game because the game wouldn't be able to find a host or something. And it was just really annoying. And also with like high round runs, so like 100 plus rounds, if your internet went out for just a little tiny bit, boom, you'd get disconnected, game would end, and nothing. So if we had dedicated servers, then we wouldn't have any of this where like the host leaves or anything like that. Everybody connects to the host or to the dedicated server, and it'd be perfect. And it would be really, really nice. That way, you don't get into games where the host is just terrible. Everyone's on like a 2-bar. And it's really just hard to play zombies when you're lagging. And yeah, so next up would be like 48 or 72 zombies at once. So currently you can only have, I believe it's 24 zombies on the map, and you add 6, I believe, for every player in the game. So if you're playing solo, you can have up to 30 zombies, and then up from there. I've heard different things. I've heard that you can only have 24 no matter what, and then I've also heard the like +6 thing for every player in the game. But I want to see tons of zombies. So in the Black Ops 2 zombies reveal trailer, at like the very end, he's in the town outside like the bank, and there's so many zombies, and I got super excited for that when I first saw the trailer because that looked like way more than 24 zombies, and I thought that there was going to be a lot of zombies in Black Ops 2, but it was just like the same amount as Black Ops 1. It was still like that 24. I want to see like 48 or 72, just tons of zombies, and hopefully this game will be on next gen only. Well, I should say current gen, Xbox One, PS4, and PC, and so these systems should be able to handle this many zombies at once. And also they should just, like, when a zombie dies, its body should stay there for maybe like 5 seconds, and then it should just disappear. That way the game doesn't have to render all these entities and everything like that. That way all these, it won't chew up a lot of the RAM or anything like that, and it'd just be a lot better. And it's not very fun, like, just it doesn't really feel natural to be you just like walking around and seeing like floating hands and like floating arms or feet or stuff like that. And so they should all just disappear off the map once you kill them after a few seconds. And I would like to see a new zombies AI. So currently their AI is pretty bad. They just kind of follow you all around. Black Ops 2 zombies is a little bit harder because it seems like they improved the AI a little bit more. But I want to see like zombies, cut around into your train. Black Ops 2 had this kind of weird thing where some zombies would, like, when you get to a high enough round, most of the zombies would run, but then you would still get some like slow zombies, some walking zombies. So it can kind of screw up your train if there's just like a couple walking zombies where you're gonna go, and then you have a ton of runners behind you. So I want to see more stuff like that, so the zombies are a lot smarter. And yeah, so I want to see new game modes also. So Turned and Grief were okay. Grief is, it's not the greatest. When I first heard about it, I thought it was going to be literally 8-player survival. That also brings me on to another thing. I want to see an 8-player survival. So 4 players is okay, but it'd be really cool to play a map like Mob of the Dead with 8 players. Just having, tons of people running around all the time, tons of zombies just everywhere, and that'd be so much fun. Grief is okay, but, in some of the Grief maps, they don't have Juggernog, and it just, I don't really like Grief. Turned is okay. When it first came out, a lot of people said it, de-ranked you, and it wasn't very good. It was a kind of fun game mode, but it only had 2 maps. It was Diner and Buried, which was pretty annoying. That'd be cool for it to have maybe some of its own maps, and just tons of things like that. Next up would be a new ranking system that's kind of based on XP. So currently in Black Ops 2, the ranking system is weird. Like, we never got a 100% full explanation from Treyarch about what the ranking system means. So how do you get to the shotguns rank? How do you get blue eyes and stuff like that? We all know tally marks is just plain, but they need to specify this is how you rank up. If you want to get to a high rank in the game, this is how you do it. And also, I want to see some rewards for being a high rank, because in Black Ops 2 it means nothing. So if you get to a high rank, cool. There's no game-changing things, nothing like that. Some people will just be like, whoa, this guy's shotguns in the pregame lobby, and they'll be like, oh, this guy's probably pretty good. But the thing I liked about Extinction is the ranking up system, but it was based on XP, so you would get XP by killing cryptids. But in Zombies, I don't know how they would do this, because if it was just XP, people could just go to round 100 and just kill tons and tons of zombies, and keep ranking up that way. And I guess it would kind of reward people that play a lot and are good at the game and just kill a lot of zombies. But then again, you don't have to be very good at the game to just kill zombies, so somebody who has a lot of free time on their hand, they couldn't, they might not be very good at the game. As long as they just kill a ton of zombies, they could be a high rank. So I like Black Ops 2's way. Some people say that it's based off your rounds, so if someone gets to on average round 50 every time they play, then that indicates a pretty good player. So I don't know exactly how they should do this, but I just want a good ranking system. I don't want more than 3 or 4 ranks. There's the single bone, the 2 bones, there was the skull with the knife, and then the shotguns. I want a ton of them, and maybe even prestiging. I don't know what prestiging would do, but I want a good ranking system. I also want a campaign. So in Black Ops 2, when before it came out, we all thought there was going to be a campaign, and I think it'd be really cool to have it kind of like Extinction, so there is an ending, but for maybe 15-20 maps where you have certain objectives. And that also kind of ties in with another point I have, is challenges. So I like in Mob of the Dead and Origins. So in Mob of the Dead, you had to pick up all the parts for the plane in order to build the plane and get to the Golden Gate Bridge, so that way you can pack a punch your gun. I like little challenges like that, and building the acid gat, the riot shield, and just all that. It's really cool having kind of little challenges like that. But I don't want to see it like in Transit, where everything is way spaced out, and everything is 10 miles away, and it's hard to kind of get everything. And I really want kind of just a campaign where you have certain objectives and challenges, where in Origins you had get 115 headshots and you'd get a free pack-a-punch gun, or you'd get a free double tap and stuff like that. I think it'd be really cool. I want to see a lot more of those. I also want to see a multi-pack-a-punch. So in Black Ops 2 you could pack-a-punch all of the new guns more than once, and all it do is change the attachment on it. I want to see it do more, and maybe cost. It would definitely need to cost more every time if it refilled your ammo, which I think it really should refill your ammo every time you pack-a-punch it. But then maybe add more damage or something. I want to see pack-a-punch kind of do something again, because once you pack-a-punch your gun for the first time, that's it. I also want to see new pack-a-punch camos. And I want to see tons of new perks. Just having the same standard perks can get pretty boring. Just having Jug, Quick Revive, Speed Cola, and maybe Double Tap or maybe like Stamina Up, it can get pretty boring. So I want to see a lot of variety in the perks, and I want to see like more customization. So in Black Ops 2 you could change it so like there would be no drops, there could be hellhounds in there, you could choose what round you spawned in at, but I want to see things like where you can restrict certain weapons. So if you're doing like a pistol only challenge, you can only literally get pistols and stuff like that. And I also want like better leaderboards. So I want to see like people who are at the top of the leaderboards who cheated get banned. And like they should clean out the leaderboards at least once a day. I think that'd be really good, just so you can get kind of an accurate representation of who is really good at the game, and it's kind of just better leaderboards, just overall like better stats tracking and leaderboards and stuff like that. So like a leaderboard for time played, a leaderboard for kills, a leaderboard for downs and stuff like that. You know, leaderboards for how many Easter eggs you completed, or you know, I don't know, just a lot of leaderboards. I like to see my stats and everything and see all that and compare it to other people. I also kind of want to see some like a dynamic map event, or like dynamic events. So in Call of Duty Black Ops 2 and Ghost through Advanced Warfare, so Black Ops 2 they had like the water and hydro in a multiplayer map where it would flow through the map and it would kill anybody that was in there, and then Ghost had a lot of them where you know, like free fall, the map would just shake a ton, and it would open up a little bit of sightlines, and you know, there's tons of dynamic map events in that. I think it'd be really cool for zombies. So maybe you know, a random point in the game, something would blow up, like a building would blow up, and it would just be, you know, crumbles and everything, and it'd be just insane to, you know, just be playing, and all of a sudden, bam, the whole map changes. I don't want it to be like Strike Zone from Call of Duty Ghosts, where the whole map just kind of gets, you know, like all dirty, and you know, just it looks awful after the chem strike comes in. But I want to see maybe like this door gets closed, or you know, something falls in the way over here, or you know, this thing topples over. Just kind of something to change it up throughout, you know, the time you're playing. Just to kind of hurry this up a little bit more, I want to see, you know, like a new scare factor for me. The last kind of scary map I get, like a Call of Duty isn't very scary, Zombies isn't very scary, but Vrucht is kind of just eerie and creepy, and it was just kind of like the setting of it, because it's an asylum, an insane asylum. It was kind of creepy and eerie, and you'd have like screams and moans coming from random parts of the map. I want to see something kind of creepy and scary. Same with Mob of the Dead. That was a pretty cool map with like jump scares and stuff, and just the whole atmosphere of the map with like dead bodies everywhere and blood dripping. I think that's really cool. Just kind of add a scare factor, because it is zombies after all. It shouldn't be this kind of, oh, yep, just walk down the street thing, shoot a zombie, okay, now walk into this. It should be like tons of dead zombies everywhere and blood dripping and kind of like eerie and scary, because it's a zombie apocalypse after all. So I want to see like more hidden Easter eggs. So like in Mob of the Dead, you could get a free Blundergat. In Origins, you could get a free MG08. I want to see like lots of little hidden Easter eggs and stuff like that, and custom mod tools. The last game we had like actual mod tools in was World at War, and that's where you see a lot of these custom zombies maps is in World at War. There are a little bit in Black Ops 1, and I don't think I've seen any in Black Ops 2. It's because we haven't really gotten any mod tools or anything, and we haven't been able to like edit any maps. That was one of the things that made World at War great and makes the zombies great, is that you could make your own maps. And it's time to like update that, because, you know, like I said, last time we had that was World at War, and the differences between World at War zombies and now is pretty big, and just the whole engine and everything. Like the graphics, I'm just gonna say this, they're bad in World at War. Compared to like now, it'd be really cool to be able to, you know, edit and make maps using the Black Ops 2 engine, using Black Ops 2 textures and everything like that. It would just be so cool. And you know, now that the game is going to be for next gen, or some of you would say current gen, it's an appropriate time for them to add in mod tools. That way we can make even better custom zombies maps without, you know, some of these silly restrictions and silly limits and stuff like that. And yeah, so the last thing I really want to see in Black Ops 3 Zombies is spin-off maps. And by this, I mean maps like Mob of the Dead or Origins. So we know that those were made by the campaign team, and the Zombies team made Transit, Die Rise, and Buried. And Mob of the Dead and Origins are one of my favorite maps just because of, one, the atmosphere, like Alcatraz. How perfect is that for a Zombies map? And Origins was just so fun, and it's so cool, and the original characters are back, and it's just really, it's a really fun map. And it doesn't, well, it kind of has something to do with the storyline, but like Mob of the Dead doesn't have like anything to do with the zombie storyline at all, and it's super fun because you get all these different you get 4 different characters, and it's just really cool having like a whole different atmosphere where certain things don't apply, so the zombies' eyes are red, and the storyline kind of just doesn't apply and stuff like that. I want to see more maps like that are kind of just spin-offs. So like take something really cool throughout history or something, so like, I don't know, World of War II maps or something like that, or I don't know, just I think it'd be really cool. Just spin-off maps are so fun. I like 5, that's a really cool spin-off map. It's in the Pentagon, and it doesn't have like anything to do with the zombie storyline. I'm pretty sure there's an Easter egg in Ascension where you can call up the Pentagon in it. You can like call up the map 5 and stuff in it. That's like the only real thing it has to do with the storyline at all. But it's still a really fun map, so tell me what you guys think of all these in the comments down below. I'm really looking forward to this game, just seeing what Treyarch's been doing for the past 3 years, and hopefully they'll implement some of these, ideas into their game. And yeah, so tell me what you guys think in the comments down below. What do you really want to see in Call of Duty Black Ops 3 Zombies? And yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.